Sitaram Yechury വാർത്താ സമ്മേളനം നടത്തുന്നു. തത്സമയ വാർത്താ സമ്മേളനം.
Students, youth, left-minded people in the country belonging to various professions, the JNU Alumni Association, there are various alumni associations that have now sprung up. I believe there is also a JNU Alumni Journalists Association that has been formed and surfaced today. They are all in a demonstration at Jantar Mantar right now against the machinations that are being done by the RSS, sponsored and patronized by the NDA government led by Prime Minister Modi, and in opposition to their direct intervention in institutions of higher education, the labeling that is being done of anti-national against the left and other forces in the country. In protest against that, this demonstration is going on. The CPIM extends its full support to the people's movement that is now building and developing against what the RSS BJP are doing, and to the complete inaction of the Prime Minister and his government. Till date, not a word has been said by the Prime Minister. The Home Minister had assured us when we met him that no innocent student or person will be harassed, but that continues, such harassment. And clearly they are out to achieve 2 points. One, the RSS and the BJP and the Modi government requires very desperately to divert the attention of the people in the country away from the all-round dismal failure of this government during the last 1 year, 8 months. In every front, forget the promises they made, but the situation is worse and the burdens on the people are growing. So one objective is to divert people's attention through such jingoistic communal polarization. The other effort is to advance the RSS objective of transforming the secular democratic Indian Republic into their version of a rabidly intolerant fascistic Hindu Rashtra. In order to achieve that, it is necessary for them to change the character of our education system, attack all progressive values and forces that are today in these institutions of higher education. So systematically, whether it's the Film Institute in Pune, whether the IIT in Madras, whether it is today the Jadavpur University, the Hyderabad Central University, and the manner in which a very bright young Dalit student was forced to commit suicide, all these are pointers to a much larger agenda that they are unleashing, which is dangerous, we believe, for the country's unity and integrity. So the Central Committee decided that we should sharpen the attack against these people who are spreading such falsehoods about anti-national labeling. The left parties are meeting tomorrow at 11:30, and we will take up the issue of considering in which form an all-India movement against what the RSS BJP are doing will be conducted. These decisions will be taken by the left parties tomorrow. At the same time, we are appealing to all the other democratic parties who cherish the values of our constitutional republic to come together to thwart this latest attack by the Hindutva Brigade. So that many forces have joined us during the last 1 week or so. Many more will come together, and that we will work out the details tomorrow. The Central Committee, apart from other issues of the burdens on the people and organizing movements against them in various parts of the country depending on the actual issues that are affecting people's livelihood there, also discussed and decided the electoral tactics that the party will adopt in the 5 states that are going in for state assembly elections. That is in West Bengal, in Kerala, in Tamil Nadu, in Pondicherry and in Assam. So these electoral tactics that have been worked out are in accordance with the political tactical line that the party has worked out at its party congress and also at its Kolkata plenum that was held recently. Accordingly, the Central Committee decided that in Assam, the CPIM, the CPI, the CPIML, the RSP, the SUCI and the RCPI, 6 parties, left parties, have decided to contest the election together under the slogan of ousting the Congress, which has had 3 terms continuously in Assam in government, defeating the BJP and upholding the unity and integrity and all-round development of Assam by strengthening the left and democratic forces. This is the tactical line that we have adopted as far as Assam is concerned. As far as Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry are concerned, there is a 4-party alliance, and that 4-party alliance, we have already announced a common minimum program has already been drafted by this alliance, and we are going into this alliance called the People's Welfare Front, consisting of the CPI, the MDMK, that is Mr. Vaiko's party, the VCK, that is one of the major Dalit party in Tamil Nadu, and this People's Welfare Front will contest the elections together against both the AIDMK, DMK and their allies in Tamil Nadu. Regarding Kerala, the LDF is already in functioning and existing. The discussions are on the final stages of preparations for the assembly elections are on. In Kerala, we consider there is a very, very conducive atmosphere for the left, with the large-scale corruption that is surfaced, which has completely discredited the Congress-led UDF, United Democratic Front in the state, and we are finalizing the arrangements for a very decisive victory of the CPIM-led left front in Kerala. As far as West Bengal is concerned, the main task that the Central Committee decided in Bengal is to restore democracy, which has been completely trampled upon and virtually on the brink of ruination under the Trinamool Congress rule in the state, and thwart the attempts of the communal forces in the state. There is already a very tacit understanding between the Trinamool Congress and the BJP, and this is becoming clearer by the day. The go slow attitude adopted by the Modi government on the issue of the multi-crore Sharda and the other chit fund scam is in reciprocation for the Trinamool Congress support, which the BJP so desperately needs in the parliament. So this quid pro quo between the two and another quid pro quo, that is Trinamool Congress sharpening the consolidation of Muslim fundamentalist forces and the BJP seeking the consolidation of the Hindu communal forces, they feed on each other. So one is the relaxation on the CBI investigations to help the Trinamool Congress. In return, the Trinamool Congress will help the BJP, particularly in the Rajya Sabha. Second, in terms of the communal polarization, they feed each other. And thereby, they are strengthening and creating a problem that West Bengal protected itself for nearly 4 decades now. Since the days of the partition, Bengal has been a powder keg of communal conflict, but that was kept Remember, Mahatma Gandhi was not in Delhi to hoist the tricolor when we became independent. He was on a hunger strike in Calcutta to quell the communal riots. Now Kali, the worst of the communal riots you had during partition. Now, from that background, communal harmony, peace was established in Bengal under the left front rule. Now that harmony is threatened once again by this tacit Trinamool Congress BJP understanding. This is a serious problem for the future of Bengal. So in order to restore democracy, in order to foil these communal efforts, that is the main task which we think, and that task can only be achieved by ousting the present Trinamool Congress from the government in West Bengal. In order to achieve this objective, the CPIM will seek the support of all democratic forces in Bengal. And on the basis of that support of all the democratic forces in Bengal, the objective would be to defeat the Trinamool Congress and remove them from the government, to isolate the BJP, and to defeat the machinations, the communal machinations that are there between the two of them that I've just described. So that would be the electoral tactics that will be pursued by the State Committee. The State Committee will now take this forward in the state, talking to all these democratic forces, and then on that basis the actual participation in the elections will be decided. So these are the major issues before you. As I told you, many other issues are there which we discuss, which is part of our bread and, you may call the normal issues of ours. That is intensifying people's struggles, the burdens on the people, the abject failure of the Modi government on all the fronts and all the promises that they made, the deepening agrarian distress. 26% is the rise in present suicides after Modi has come. So all these issues and all these movements, that will be strengthened simultaneously. But these are the basis of the electoral tactics that we have worked out. One by one. One by one. Yeah, you are on, from your side you are on my left, but from my side you are on my right. So I'll go to the left first. Huh? Lady first then. Lady first. Lady first. No, lady first.
Does that mean that you are going to have a seat adjustment, a common platform for campaigning with the democratic secular parties?
All these details will be worked out by our comrades in Bengal. The State Secretariat will make concrete proposals upon which the Central Committee decided. The Politburo will take the final decision. The Central Committee authorized the Politburo to take the final decisions on the basis of the proposals that we shall receive. We have said all the democratic forces, that is all those who believe in the democratic values and systems that are enshrined in our Republican Constitution.
Kerala, where you are fighting Congress frontally, if you align with Congress in some way in Bengal, will it have its implications in Kerala?
No, we discussed that issue. We discussed that issue, and it's on the basis of that discussion that we come to this conclusion. So the obvious answer to your question is that having considered that aspect, after that we have come to this conclusion.
Are you suggesting that after the State Committee, after discussing with the parties like the Congress, they will come back to the PB for a final decision?
I am not suggesting, I am saying. I am saying that the State Committee will work out now this line, and on the basis of what the concrete proposals that emerge from their working out. Because no discussions, no negotiations have begun with anybody outside of the left front in Bengal. The left front has discussed naturally the issues. It's a very vibrant left front in Bengal. Now when this appeal, you see that the important issue is people's unity. We want to strengthen people's unity in West Bengal. And that people's unity, strengthening that people's unity, we are appealing to all the democratic forces to cooperate. What shape it will take, how it will take, etc., that time will tell us.
But do you consider Congress as a democratic force? All the democratic forces, does this include Congress also? Is this a democratic force?
I have said in explanation to another question by one of your colleagues that all the forces that value our democratic structures and are committed to the democratic principles enshrined in our republican constitution.
According to you, is Congress committed to democratic values?
Let us see. We are not, I mean, we are neither fast forwarding the process nor are we rewinding. We are saying Bengal State Committee will now take it forward.
But Sitaram, in Kerala, Congress is corrupt. In Assam, it can be convinced. In Bengal, how do you characterize?
In Bengal, the main issue, as I said, it's not the characterization of any party. In Bengal, the main issue is strengthening people's unity to restore democracy. We are not going into character credentials of anybody here. What is your task? In Bengal, democracy is in peril. It is virtually today doesn't exist at many places, even on paper, it doesn't. The atrocities on the people and particularly on women, all these are growing. In order to put an end there to that, restoring democracy, that is the important target, and that can only be done by strengthening people's unity. So to strengthen the people's unity, we are appealing to all democratic forces who believe in that to come to cooperate. What will be the mechanics of that cooperation? That, as I told you, that now after this central committee decision, the state secretariat, state committee of Bengal will work it out with all the other democratic. Anything that they'll propose, the PB will take. The central committee has authorized the PB to take the final decision. Who will come, with what condition they'll come, how they'll come, etc. That is, as I told you, that's why I said don't fast forward everything. You just go step by step. And secondly, as far as one electoral defeat, no sir, you please understand what is the situation in Bengal. 174 of my comrades have been murdered and martyred during these last few years. 174. No party can survive in one state with such a large-scale attack and terror and violence that is taking place, where democracy itself is thrown to the winds. Lakhs of families, families have been displaced from their regular homesteads. They are living in different parts. They cannot come and vote in their areas. They are terrorized from doing that. The number of people who have been grievously injured is over 2,000. There is a total large-scale disruption of your normal civic life in West Bengal. It's not just one election. We had said even then that this is the danger, but unfortunately that danger has come rather much too early. And when we say this, it is not because of a fear of having lost one election and coming back again. Whatever be the electoral outcome, that we don't know now, people of Bengal will decide. Whatever be the electoral outcome, and we know, we are prepared for that. But the movement, the people's unity for upholding the democracy and democratic structures in Bengal is the priority today.
की मीटिंग हुई थी कलकत्ता में, उसके बाद विमान पर से प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में कहा था जब कांग्रेस से कोई प्रस्ताव आता है तो उसको कंसिडर किया जाएगा। क्या उस कुछ जो बयान थे उसके साथ है केंद्रीय कमेटी या उसके खिलाफ है?
ये जाहिर है, इसके मतलब अभी जो हमने बताया आपको, वी आर सीकिंग द कोऑपरेशन ऑफ ऑल डेमोक्रेटिक फोर्सेस। कोऑपरेशन के सीख के मतलब रिस्पॉन्स में कोई प्रपोजल आता तो आएगा, हम कंसिडर करेंगे। वही बात हुई ना। हाँ, अरे लेट अस सी द, दैट्स व्हाई डोंट फास्ट फॉरवर्ड सो मच।
Normally you have this attitude of big brother, so naturally CPM has that attitude, so they will continue with that.
Who told you that, and why are you presuming that, and why are you saying CPM has an attitude of big brother? No. No. That's what, and it doesn't have a big brother, no. I'm saying no. So don't.
After working out, will the state secretary come to the PV again?
Their proposals will come. Their suggestions will come. They will be constantly in consultation with us. We belong to the same party. And the 4 PB members from Bengal. And so the others will be in regular touch. We'll see how things will move.
In the party Congress resolution, your tactical line is equidistant from Congress and BJP. But here you are deviating from that.
No, the tactical line there is that the primary task is today to isolate, weaken and defeat the communal forces. To do that, we have said in our tactical line, no alliance or understanding with the Congress. The electoral tactics we worked out for all these 5 states are in accordance with the tactical line.
पार्टी जो सेंट्रल कमेटी की मीटिंग हुई थी उसमें कई केरला के कांग्रेस इस बात को लेकर फिक्रमंद नहीं जो बंगाल के लिए जो रणनीति बनाई जा रही है इस पर है कि जनरल सेक्रेटरी आपने उनसे बात की होगी बंगाल की स्थिति को देखकर केरल में जो चिंता है उस पर क्या?
देखिए साहब, केरल के सभी कॉमरेड सेंट्रल कमेटी मीटिंग में थे। केरला को जो भी कहना था हमारी सेंट्रल कमेटी मीटिंग में कहा और उसी के आधार पर तो ये निर्णय हुआ जो मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको। तो वो लोग सब शामिल है इस निर्णय में। इसमें तकल्लुफ की क्या बात है? आप तो ऐसे बात कह रहे हो कि आप सेंट्रल कमेटी में थे लेकिन कुछ सवाल का जवाब नहीं आया। जब आप सेंट्रल कमेटी में आ जाएंगे हमारे पार्टी के, तब इसका भी जवाब आपको वहीं पर मिल जाएगा। What does seeking mean, madam? We have said very clearly SEEKING, seeking. So we are seeking the cooperation of all the democratic forces. That doesn't. How does that matter? I take it or you take it. If you can help us by you initiating the dialogue, you do it. I will be most happy, and we'll place on record your services to the future of democracy in Bengal.
How do you manage the contradiction in the Central Committee and CPIM regarding this arrangement with the Congress and West Bengal? How do you manage the internal contradiction in the party?
Now again, you want me to answer things of as I told Hridesh, when you come to the Central Committee, you'll know how all these things have happened. But this is the outcome of the Central Committee. Comrade V.S. Achyutanandan is today one of the 2 senior most members of our party. Of the 32 who walked out of the National Council of the CPI, 2 are alive. One of them is Comrade V.S. Achyutanandan. He has given his opinion. He has given his opinion in writing that is being circulated in the Central Committee. He was present. He was asked whether he wanted to speak on it. He said, no, what I have to say is there in that letter. We'll circulate it.
क्या ये मुमकिन है कि पंजाब में वामपंथी दल आम आदमी पार्टी को समर्थन करें चुनाव में या फिर इंडिपेंडेंट के जाना होता है?
देखिए, अभी वक्त है, ये 5 हो जाने दो चुनाव, उसके बाद आएगा पंजाब। और पंजाब के समय पर अब ये बिल्डिंग बन गई तो अच्छी बात है, लेकिन हम तो नास्तिक लोग हैं तो इसलिए नहीं कह रहा हूँ इंशाल्लाह ये बिल्डिंग बन गई तो। हम नास्तिक हैं ना, हम एथियस्ट है, तो वो बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ मैं। लेकिन ये जब वो समय आएगा उस समय हम ज़रूर इसके बारे में आपको, जिस तरीके से अब हम खुलापन और स्पष्टता से आपके सामने आए, उसी तरीके से उस समय भी आएंगे।
Are you open to talking to parties like the Muslim League?
Where?
In Kerala.
That's not the issue. That's not the.
Broaden the LDF. Parties like Muslim League.
We are broadening the left democratic front. The character of the front is there in the left and Democrat.
Is it saying a line here in CPIM? Does it mean that it's an indirect alliance with Congress?
Yeah, we are very clear in what we mean. Now you want to draw your interpretations, you're most welcome. But what I am saying is we are seeking the cooperation of all democratic forces. Okay? Now enjoy a good cup of tea. Thank you for...
have some snacks and then tea is there behind, backside. You can take meanwhile some snacks.
Snacks are here, tea is here. We'll have to wait for 15 minutes before we do the foundations.
കേരളത്തിൽ LDF വൻ വിജയം നേടുമെന്ന് കേന്ദ്ര കമ്മിറ്റി യോഗത്തിന്റെ റിപ്പോർട്ട്. പശ്ചിമബംഗാളിൽ തൃണമൂൽ കോൺഗ്രസിനെ എതിരെ ജനാധിപത്യ ശക്തികളെ ഒരുമിപ്പിക്കുമെന്നും കേന്ദ്ര കമ്മിറ്റി യോഗ തീരുമാനം മാധ്യമങ്ങളോട് കേന്ദ്ര കമ്മിറ്റി യോഗ തീരുമാനം അറിയിക്കുകയായിരുന്നു സീതാറാം യെച്ചൂരി. വിശദാംശങ്ങളുമായി ഇപ്പോൾ ദില്ലിയിൽ നിന്നും സന്തോഷ് സർലിംഗ് ചേരുന്നു. സന്തോഷ്, വരാനിരിക്കുന്ന തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പിന്റെ വ്യക്തമായ ഒരു രേഖ തന്നെ തന്നിരിക്കുന്നു. കേരളത്തിലും പശ്ചിമ ബംഗാളിലും ഒപ്പം തന്നെ തമിഴ്നാട്ടിലും പോണ്ടിച്ചേരിയിലും ആസാമിലുമെല്ലാം സഖ്യങ്ങൾ എങ്ങനെ രൂപീകരിക്കണം എന്നുള്ളതിന്റെ എല്ലാം വ്യക്തമായൊരു വിവരം. എന്താണ് വിശദാംശങ്ങൾ?
അനന്തു, ഒരു ദിവസം നീണ്ട പോളിറ്റ് ബ്യൂറോ യോഗവും 2 ദിവസം നീണ്ട കേന്ദ്ര കമ്മിറ്റി യോഗവും വിശദമായി തന്നെയാണ് തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പ് തന്ത്രങ്ങളെക്കുറിച്ച് ചർച്ച ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. 5 സംസ്ഥാനങ്ങളിലെ തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പാണ് അടുത്തു വന്നിരിക്കുന്നത്. പശ്ചിമ ബംഗാൾ, കേരളം, തമിഴ്നാട്, പുതുച്ചേരി, ആസാം. ഇതിൽ പശ്ചിമ ബംഗാളിലാകട്ടെ തൃണമൂൽ കോൺഗ്രസ് ആണ് ഏറ്റവും വലിയ ശത്രുവെന്ന് CPIM ജനറൽ സെക്രട്ടറി സീതാറാം യെച്ചൂരി ചൂണ്ടിക്കാട്ടി. കഴിഞ്ഞ മമതാ ബാനർജി ഭരണത്തിലെത്തിയതിനു ശേഷം പാർട്ടി പ്രവർത്തകർക്കെതിരെ വ്യാപകമായ അക്രമങ്ങൾ അഴിച്ചുവിട്ടു. 174ഓളം പാർട്ടി പ്രവർത്തകർ കൊല്ലപ്പെട്ടു. 2000ഓളം പേർക്ക് ഗുരുതരമായ പരിക്കേൽക്കുകയും ചെയ്തു. കൂടാതെ സംസ്ഥാനത്ത് ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു ജനാധിപത്യ സംവിധാനം തന്നെ നിലവിലില്ല. വർഗീയ ധ്രുവീകരണം ശക്തമാക്കുകയും ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നു. ഈ സാഹചര്യത്തിൽ തൃണമൂൽ കോൺഗ്രസിനെ ഭരണത്തിൽ നിന്ന് പുറത്താക്കുക, ഇതിനായി ജനാധിപത്യ ശക്തികളുടെ ഏകീകരണമാണ് പാർട്ടി പശ്ചിമ ബംഗാളിൽ ലക്ഷ്യമിടുന്നതെന്ന് സീതാറാം യെച്ചൂരി വ്യക്തമാക്കുകയും ചെയ്തു. BJPയെയും അതിന്റെ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങളെയും ജനങ്ങൾ തള്ളിക്കളഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്ന സാഹചര്യത്തിൽ അവർക്കെതിരെയും പാർട്ടിയുടെ പ്രവർത്തനം പശ്ചിമബംഗാളിൽ ശക്തമാക്കുമെന്ന് അദ്ദേഹം അറിയിച്ചു. കേരളത്തിലാകട്ടെ LDFന് വ്യാപകമായ ഒരു ജനപിന്തുണ ലഭിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ട് മികച്ച വിജയം തന്നെ കേരളത്തിൽ LDF നേടും എന്നറിയിക്കുകയും ചെയ്തു. UDF അഴിമതിയും ദുർനടപ്പും കാരണം ജനങ്ങളിൽ നിന്നും ഒറ്റപ്പെട്ടു പോയെന്നും അദ്ദേഹം ചൂണ്ടിക്കാണിച്ചു. തമിഴ്നാട്ടിലും പുതുച്ചേരിയിലും ഒരു പുതിയ മുന്നണി സഖ്യമാണ് ഉള്ളത്. CPI, MDMK ആൻഡ് BCK ഇവരുമായുള്ളൊരു പീപ്പിൾ വെൽഫെയർ ഫ്രണ്ട് എന്ന സഖ്യം രൂപീകരിച്ചാണ് മത്സരിക്കുക. നിലവിൽ സഖ്യത്തിന്റെ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾ ആരംഭിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെന്നും അദ്ദേഹം വ്യക്തമാക്കി. ആസാമിലാകട്ടെ CPIM, CPI, CPIML, RSP, SUCIയും RSPIയും കൂടിയായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു സഖ്യമായിട്ടായിരിക്കും ആസാമിൽ മത്സരിക്കുക. ഇവിടെ BJPയെ ഭരണത്തിൽ നിന്ന് BJPയും കോൺഗ്രസിനെയും ഭരണത്തിൽ നിന്ന് പുറത്താക്കുകയാണ് പ്രധാനമായും മുദ്രാവാക്യമായി പാർട്ടി ഉയർത്തി വരിക. കേന്ദ്രത്തിൽ RSSന്റെയും BJPയുടെയും പിന്തുണയോടുകൂടി നടത്തുന്ന വർഗീയ ധ്രുവീകരണ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾ ദേശവിരുദ്ധരെന്ന മുദ്രകുപ്പി വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളെ അടക്കം തുറങ്കലടയ്ക്കുന്ന ഭരണകൂട ഭീകരതയ്ക്കെതിരെ പാർട്ടി ഒന്നടങ്കം പ്രതികരിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നു, അപലപിക്കുകയും ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നു. ഇതിനായി 6 ഇടതുപക്ഷ പാർട്ടികളുടെ കൂട്ടായ്മയിൽ നിന്നുകൊണ്ട് പ്രതിഷേധം നടത്താനാണ് തീരുമാനിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്.